In the NBA, a player's jersey number is far more than just a digit stitched onto fabric. It's a canvas with personal history all over it. While some players might select their numbers based on the position they play or to align with team traditions, others go into their pasts, choosing numbers that honor loved ones or pay homage to their heroes. Every number in the NBA has a story behind it, so stick around as we dive into the story behind some of your favorite players' numbers. Anthony Davis has a wild story about getting and keeping the jersey number 3. Growing up in Chicago, David loved basketball and won a trivia contest about Black History Month in high school. With his $10 prize money, he bought a book on his favorite basketball player, LeBron James. Because of that admiration, when he became a pro player, he wore number 23, just like LeBron, who wears the same number for the Los Angeles Lakers. Fast forward years later to Anthony Davis joining the Los Angeles Lakers. You'd think there'd be a big fight over who gets to wear number 23, right? Nope. LeBron was so cool about it that when he found out Davis was coming to the Lakers, he decided to let Davis keep wearing number 23, surprising him with a jersey with number 23 and Davis on the back to welcome him to the team. But then, the universe wasn't having it as Nike, the company making the jerseys, said changing the number would waste a lot of money, so Davis had to choose a new number. And guess what? He played NBA 2K to pick his new number and ended up with number 3, which, ironically, was his number back in high school. Kevin Durant's story behind his jersey number pulls the heartstrings a little bit more. Durant wears the number 35 to honor an extraordinary person, Charles Craig, who was like a father figure to him growing up. Durant met Craig when he was just 8 years old, and Craig became his first basketball coach. Their bond went beyond the basketball court. Craig was there for Durant in many ways, from taking him to movies to helping him when he needed it most. Sadly, when Durant was in his junior year of high school, Charles Craig was killed in a shooting in Laurel, Maryland at only 35 years old. To keep Craig's memory alive, Durant decided to wear number 35 as his jersey number. This was Durant's way of honoring the man who taught him so much about life and basketball. Durant has carried the number 35 from his college days at the University of Texas through his time with the Seattle Supersonics, Oklahoma City Thunder, Golden State Warriors, and even now with the Phoenix Suns. Although he briefly wore number 7 with the Brooklyn Nets, he fought hard to return to number 35. Damian Lillard's choice of jersey number, or should I say jersey letter, is as unique as his path to NBA stardom. He wears number 0, not as a number, but as a representation of the letter O. This choice is a result of a deeply personal journey that touches on 3 significant places in his life: Oakland, where he grew up; Ogden, where he played college basketball at Weber State; and Oregon, the state he played many years for as a star for the Portland Trail Blazers. All these places have the initial O, and although he currently plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, he continues to wear it for the same reasons. Growing up in Oakland, Lillard faced challenges and was overlooked by many college programs despite showing talent in high school. However, his persistence led him to Weber State in Ogden, Utah, where he proved himself to be an extraordinary player, overcoming obstacles like a foot injury that sidelined him for what would have been his junior year. His comeback was so spectacular it earned him the Big Sky Player of the Year award twice. Shaq's legacy in the NBA is monumental, not just for his dominant play on the court, but also for giving all the numbers he wore significance and the unique honor of having his journey retired by 3 different teams. Shaquille O'Neal's choice of jersey numbers throughout the NBA career were influenced by various factors, but mostly by the availability of numbers on his teams. Shaq wore number 32 during his time with the Orlando Magic. This choice was partly because Terry Catledge, who had the number 33 jersey, Shaq's college number at LSU, refused to give it up when O'Neal joined the team unless Shaq paid $50,000. Shaq refused and took on number 32, which became synonymous with O'Neal's explosive entry into the NBA, where he quickly established himself. When Shaq moved to the Lakers, he chose number 34, a number his stepfather wore when he was a drill sergeant in the US Army. The number 34 today is iconic in Lakers history primarily because of O'Neal. The final number that Shaq would wear before retirement was 36 with the Boston Celtics. Russell Westbrook's decision to wear the number 0 with the Los Angeles Clippers ties back to his philosophy of new beginnings and fresh starts, a concept he's embraced since his college days at UCLA, but he would later admit that he always chose the number 0 because someone else always had his choice number. At Lusinger High School and later with the Washington Wizards, Westbrook wanted the number 4, which holds sentimental value to him as his favorite number. However, he couldn't wear it due to the number being unavailable during his tenures with UCLA, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Houston Rockets. Upon joining the Lakers, Westbrook opted for number 0 again, not just because of its significance, but also due to the number 4 being occupied by Alex Caruso at the time of his decision. He chose to keep this number upon moving to the Clippers. Most of us grew up knowing Dwyane Wade with the number 3, initially chosen to represent his Christian faith and the Holy Trinity. The number 3 has grown to symbolize a series of events in Wade's life. In 2003, he was drafted into the NBA, but also the year he led Marquette University to the Final Four, showcasing his exceptional talent on a national stage. Beyond these achievements, the number 3 has continued to resonate with Wade through the number of seasons it took him to secure his first NBA title and Finals MVP award, the number of children he has, and the total number of NBA championships he has won throughout his illustrious career. These coincidences and achievements have cemented the number 3 as a constant, symbolic presence in Wade's journey, representing much more than his presence on the basketball court. The number on Thompson's journey is deeply sewn into the fabric of his life and career. The number 11 first appeared in Thompson's life, with his childhood home at the 11th house on the 11th lane. The alignment of the stars during his entry into the NBA further cemented the importance of number 11 when he was selected as the 11th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. Additionally, Klay pointed out an interesting tidbit. K, the first letter of his name, is the 11th letter in the alphabet, adding another layer to his connection with the number. With so many coincidences, one can easily see how 11 has come to be Klay's lucky number. The choice to wear the number 11 jersey throughout his career with the Golden State Warriors was no mere choice but a reflection of his affinity for the number. This decision has proven auspicious, with Thompson achieving remarkable success in the NBA. Chris Paul's choice of the number 3 and his nickname CP3 was chosen for him even before he could say a word. Basketball has always been a significant part of Chris Paul's life, influenced heavily by his father, who introduced him to the sport and coached him during his formative years. This shared passion for basketball played a crucial role in shaping Chris's path to becoming one of the NBA's premier point guards. Chris Paul is the third member of his family to carry the initials CP, following his father, Charles Paul, who was CP1, and older brother, Charles Edward Paul, or CP2. This lineage of CPs led to him being affectionately known as CP3, encapsulating his place in the family and his identity on and off the basketball court. LeBron James' relationship with his jersey number is exceptional, particularly number 23 and number 6, and it has been an exciting journey to follow during his illustrious career. Initially, LeBron wore number 32 in high school because number 23, his first choice in homage to Michael Jordan, was taken. As soon as number 23 became available, he seized it, wanting to emulate Jordan's legendary status on the court. This choice stuck with him as he entered the NBA, as he had aspirations to fly and dominate the game like MJ. LeBron James chose number 6 when he moved to the Miami Heat for a few key reasons. This was the number he sported with Team USA. It linked to his children's birthdays, and most importantly, it was a tribute to the legendary Bill Russell, another player LeBron admired, who also wore number 6, a number retired in his honor. Returning to Cleveland, LeBron reverted to number 23, a decision he took with support from Michael Jordan himself and has worn the number since. Each number Kobe Bryant chose was marked by personal growth, evolving leadership, and on-court achievements. The number 8 was inspired by the total from his Adidas ABCD camp number. This number represents Kobe's entry into the NBA and his explosive early years. During this era, he was known for his incredible athleticism, fearless dunking, and dynamic partnership with Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe's raw talent and ambition were unmistakable, earning him a reputation as a rising star and an aggressive competitor. The switch to number 24 with the Lakers was Kobe's conscious decision to mark a fresh start and a new chapter in his career, as it was the number he wore during his first year in high school. This phase was Kobe's evolution into a complete player, known not just for his scoring ability but also for his strategic thinking and ability to inspire his teammates. Both numbers were later retired by the Lakers as a tribute to a player who profoundly impacted the game and the Lakers franchise. Rest in peace, Kobe. If we missed any of your favorite players in this video, don't hesitate to drop their names and stories behind their jersey numbers in the comments. And remember to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.